What do you think of when you hear the word werewolf? A ferocious beast that can take human form, a man cursed to live the life of a wolf, or maybe a hunky fella with some serious anger issues. If you like this, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Whatever your image, it's most likely influenced by modern fiction, but our modern conception of werewolves is just one interpretation of an ancient legend. Innocent individuals were often accused of being werewolves, sometimes based on little more than circumstantial evidence or false confessions. For example, in some French and German folktales, werewolves were believed to be the protectors of the forest and its inhabitants. However, the roots of vampire lore predate Stoker's novel by centuries. In fact, the term vampire itself has origins in Slavic folklore. Initially, the word vampire referred to an evil spirit that used a corpse as a vessel, causing it to bloat, rise, and drink the blood of family members. As societies developed and our understanding of the world expanded, so too did our fears and fascination with the supernatural. What once were stories meant to explain the unexplained mysteries became narratives of horror and suspense. Today, vaporums continue to capture our imagination and dominate popular culture. From Anne Rice's romantic vampires to Stephen King's terrifying creatures of the night, these legendary beings continue to evolve and terrify us in new and exciting ways. Over time, this malevolent force became associated with certain behaviors and physical characteristics such as an insatiable thirst for blood and an aversion to sunlight. T-Ball begin in EV, come a long way from their hums in folklore, and continue to captivate and terrify us to this day. Check out the links below for more videos about scary creatures from history. These traits are now synonymous with vampires in popular culture. These stories reflect a time when humans were beginning to understand and appreciate the importance of nature and its creatures. The werewolf, with its connection to the natural world, became a symbol of this growing awareness. These accusations could be driven by personal vendettas, religious fervor, or the desire to protect the community from perceived threats, and legends evolved over time, reflecting the beliefs, fears, and values of the societies in which they were created. The werewolf, whether depicted as a monster or a tragic hero, serves as a reminder of the power of storytelling and its ability to shape our understanding of the world around us. The trials themselves were brutal and horrifying, with accused witches subjected to torture in order to extract confessions or induce them to name fellow witches. It was a time when reason and logic took a back seat to superstition and fear. Instead, the focus was on the corpse's reanimation and its harmful actions towards family members. This aspect of vampire lore reflects a deep-seated human fear of death and the unknown. The idea of a loved one rising from the grave as a vengeful spirit was undoubtedly terrifying and gave rise to various superstitions and rituals. For example, in some cultures, it was believed that burying a corpse with a red ribbon or cloth across its mouth would prevent the vampire spirit from rising. Similarly, placing garlic or other pungent substances near the corpse was thought to ward off evil spirits. These practices may seem bizarre to us now, but they were once common attempts to cope with the mysteries of death and the afterlife. The accused were often innocent, caught in the throes of a terrifying ordeal that left lasting scars on their psyche and their families. And not all stories cast them as monsters. Let us take a journey through the history of these fascinating fables and explore the truth behind the legend. Hello again, welcome to my channel. If you like this, give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. In ancient folklore, werewolves weren't always depicted as bloodthirsty beasts. This perspective was prevalent in medieval Europe, where the werewolf myth became intertwined with Christian beliefs. During this time, werewolves were considered to be the devil's plots, innocent individuals who had made a pact with the devil and were now doomed to suffer both physically and spiritually. The curse was seen as a punishment for their sins, and the werewolf-driven actions were by demonic influence rather than mere animal urges. This portrayal of werewolves as cursed individuals created a sense of pity and fear among the populace. People began to see werewolves not only as monstrous creatures, but also as cautionary tales, a warning of what could happen to those who strayed from the path of righteousness. The gruesome reality of werewolf trials adds another layer to this understanding. But werewolves were not always portrayed negatively in folklore. In some stories, they were seen as powerful and even heroic figures. As we continue our exploration into the origins of werewolves, it's important to remember that these myths, from fables to fear, our modern concept of vampires as blood-sucking ghouls has been heavily influenced by 19th century literature, most notably Bram Stoker's Dracula. Interestingly, early vampire folklore didn't necessarily involve blood. The evolution of the vampire myth from a tale of vengeful spirits to that of blood-sucking monsters highlights the changing nature of folklore. So the next time you find yourself watching a vampire movie or reading a werewolf story, take a moment to appreciate the rich history and cultural significance of these enduring myths. Thanks for watching. When you subscribe to the channel, you're helping to support the creation of new videos. So please, friends, help me out so I can keep on sending you more.